Hi, my friends. So, welcome to your reading, Libra. This is for the next few days, next couple of weeks, and let's see what Spirit has to say to you today. So, reading for Libra, and let's not forget that time is fluid. So, Spirit, what do you want to say to you? And the sense I'm getting is don't rush. You might be feeling impetuous. You may be feeling like you've just got to get it done to prove that you're right, to get your sense of being across. But I'm being told, no rush right now. No rush. We have the Four of Wands that's fallen out, and the main energy here is quite positive, actually. You've got a supportive home life, a lot of you Libras, and some of you are in an amazing place, if you like, or situation with the partner that you found. And at present, I feel if I went into your home and shut the door, it would be a really good atmosphere there. And so I feel a lot of you are actually in a contented relationship. That you might want more, sure, you might want more from the relationship, but on the whole, it's a contented one. I'm feeling that you yourself might be feeling exhausted with talking, and I kind of feel you want to be free to fly like a bird, that you are trying to leave your problems behind you once you get through your own front door and shut it behind you. You're trying very hard not to bring problems home. I do see some of you as having to make quite harsh decisions, and I think that's in your working life. They are not decisions you want to fulfill, though. It kind of goes against the grain, but I think you have little choice. And my sense is you're kind of deciding in yourself, how do you get what you have to say, or what you have to notify people of? How do you make that happen? How do you do it? And there you are, you're caught up in the middle of a discussion within yourself about your willpower, how you handle this, how you make it happen without hurting people in the process. And you know, really, you're going to hurt some people. You know that. I feel your mind turning very much to the future here. Here you are. And how to handle things in the future. What sort of a workforce are you going to be a part of, or have you got? And you don't want to be unfair to people. You don't. There's something here that says to me you question loyalty, in the sense of you're aware of who's been loyal to you and who you want to be loyal to. But then we have financial problems here, and difficult to manage the problems. I think some of you may be applying for loans, or hoping that a loan will be coming towards you, and I do see problems with that, if I'm truthful. I do. It feels to me like the problems are out of your hands. Oh gosh, how can you turn off? There we go. Yeah, so you're going to attend to financial problems. You've got a judgment to make, you've got a decision to make, and you have the backing of a good home life and a good partnership. So that's something. you are going to be receiving a lot of messages, but you're not going to feel like you want to communicate back. I think some of you may have been trying to put off an awkward situation and try to work your way through the storm, but now you're arriving at a point where you're thinking, I don't know how I can move the business forwards. And you need to have discussions, you do. I feel, yeah, I feel you do. You're not happy, and I don't think that you're finding yourself in a position, if you like, where you're going to be able to get your thoughts out and feel like happy with the way you've done things. I think it's going to be difficult for you whichever way you look at it. Difficult one. Internally, you're keeping a lot to yourself. You don't want to share. I think it's more than you don't want to share there. I think it's that you just don't want to trouble people with what you've got on your plate. And you know it's just on your plate, so keeping it to yourself sort of makes sense, really. A few of you Libras may be experiencing heightened psychic moments. You may find that you have a psychic link with a person who is perhaps working in communication anyway, and is very receptive to your thoughts. There's something, I just feel some of you are in a very good relationship which supports everything else. Yeah, you've got decisions to make here, Libra. And you're going to have to take a chance. Oh, goodness me, sorry about this, folks. You're going to have to take a chance on, or a risk, really, on what you feel is the right thing to do. I don't think there's going to be an easy way out here for you. I think it's a question of getting a difficult decision done, implementing it, and trying not to dwell too much on the impact, because I don't see you've got a lot of choice. No, I don't see you've got a lot of choice, you guys. And here we've got the Four of Swords. I think you've thought and thought and thought about what you could do to keep things going or improve things, where you could cut back, where you can accept losses, and how you can advance forwards. And there is hope, but it feels like you're going to have to do what a lot of people are doing, which is reduce, reduce, reduce. So difficult. I think, my darlings, you're going to have to listen to Spirit and sit quietly with Spirit, because Spirit wants to take you in a new direction. Offer you other possibilities for a happier life. I feel we're going through certain threats of another lockdown, and I do feel a lockdown is coming to you. If you live in an area which might have 4 or 5 different sections belonging to a park, I think you may fall into the category of a lockdown again. If you connect Birmingham. Now this could be Birmingham in the States. It can also be Birmingham here in the UK. It can be I've got Ham, H-A-M, at the end of a name of a town, and also Bury, B-U-R-Y, towards the end of the name of a town. Bury, B-U-R-Y. So I do feel some places are going to be locked down, and for some of you Libras, I see you in that situation. I think some of you will have to go through the restrictions on the coronavirus with a fine-tooth comb as to what it means to you legally in business. Not just the social distancing rules. It feels like you've got to go a bit more in depth. Rules that aren't immediately obvious is what I'm seeing here. Know your rights. Got some travelling here for some of you Libras. I feel like I'm heading to Spain. A lot of you just getting a break and just saying, sod it, you know what? Let's just go. Even though we can't really afford it, let's use the credit card. Let's just go. Which is kind of a strange thing to say when I see you very much trying to figure things out and to keep business afloat, or the company that you work for, or your department afloat. But you need a break as well to think straight. I don't know, I just feel there's a lot more going on in your life, and your love life feels quite supportive and in the background at the moment. You might be having an issue with a member of staff. You might find them really quite difficult to get along with at this time, or you may see them as unreasonable. But I think there's illness as well connected here, and so that could be partly why that a certain person in your workforce or a certain set of people are being difficult. God, you know, I also feel one or two Libras. I've got a broken arm around you. Could be your arm, might be the arm of somebody quite close to you that you rely on. But I feel you're an arm short, so to speak. You know, for a little while that you can't use a certain arm. I also feel, actually, because you've got a lot of attention going into other aspects of your life, your working life, that yes, you're sound in your relationship, and so you are recognizing you have a really good partner at your side, and some of you may be buying an odd gift or some flowers or arranging a surprise for your partner just because you're realizing how very, very lucky you are, and you really, really are. Libra, I see a happy situation for a lot of you. Good home life. Actually, happy children. If you're in a home with 5 of you, I see a happy home, no matter what's going on around you on the outside. Let's see, we've got Moon in Taurus, all about self-esteem. Yeah, you might be weighing in on yourself because on some level you consider yourself perhaps as failing certain people, or you may think of it as failing yourself, but you're not failing anything, Libra. You're doing your very best here, and Spirit recognizes, and it's a challenge to your self-esteem. It's a challenge for what you think you can achieve and how you can support people. It's a challenge. So maybe after some quiet tears on your own, you get straight back in the saddle and face things. Things need to be put in order, and yeah, I think something uncomfortable needs to be done or imparted to other people around you. Hard work is paying off for you. It's going to be worth it, but hard. And I do see some tears along the way, whether you're a man or a woman, because I know you're feeling them in your heart, those tears. I can feel them burning your cheeks. I think you are saying goodbyes to certain people, and you're not happy about it. You're just not. But Spirit wants to finish by saying, have faith in your dreams. It's not entirely obvious that everything is going to fall apart. No, these rough and difficult decisions that are being made to towards a brighter future. So you have no choice. You have to make these difficult decisions. That's how it feels, Libra. So you will listen to your finances, and you will listen to your logic, and your heart is involved, but you're going to have to listen to your logic. And I feel one or two people are going to give you a hard time about it. Yeah. Some of you, not all of you, some of you might have a difficult teenager around you as well, by the way. Somebody who's very, very, very sensitive mentally at the moment. Could be feeling a little bit unstable. You might be worrying about their mental health, some of you. That person's not able to talk and really express what's going on inside of them. And I think they may need some professional help. So watch out for that person around you. They're youthful, they're young, and they have a tendency to rush in and regret afterwards. I feel that's part of their personality. So I hope that helps a bit, Libra, and good luck with everything. Okay, and see you here again in a few days. Bye for now. Ooh.